Well, hello, Denton. This is Jake Laughlin bringing you another episode of Discover Denton, the show brought to you by the Convention and Visitors Bureau, highlighting events around Denton. This week, we have Kim Phillips of the CVB back from vacation, rested up and full of Denton information. So here's Kim.
Hello, Denton. It's good to be back again. This is Kim Phillips from the Convention and Visitors Bureau here in Denton. Had to miss my show last week, and I want to give a thanks to Julie Glover from the city of Denton for sitting in as our host last week in my absence. She brought you guys up to date on everything going on downtown in the entertainment district, and I know you were as surprised and pleased as I am every time I get together with her. This town is rockin'. This week, we've got our third to the last Twilight Tunes concert coming up. That's a weird way to say it, but this Thursday, June 20th, we have the Fun Addicts, which is 70s and 80s classic rock, sponsored by Abbey Inn. Now remember, we've moved to the Locust Street side of the square, which is the east side of the square, right across from Jupiter House over there. So everything sets up over on that side. It's a little shadier, and it starts at 6:30 to 8 o'clock this Thursday night. And then next week, June 27th, is the last Thursday night Twilight Tunes, and that's our own Bonnie and Nick Norris. The last concert for this year for Twilight Tunes is actually going to happen on July the 4th, but it's going to be from 12:30 to 2 o'clock in the afternoon on the 4th of July, and it's our own Soul Tax, DentonRadio.com's own Soul Tax. If you've not heard them, this is a treat. Make it part of your 4th of July holiday. Now I want to give a shout out to the Chestnut Tree, the Tea Room restaurant there on the square. Last Thursday night, going out to Twilight Tunes, my husband and I didn't have time to even think about what we were going to take for our picnic on the square. So I called Chestnut Tree, and guess what I found out? A lot of restaurants will give you takeout to take to the square, but this was really cool. They actually packed us a picnic basket with a blanket to sit on, wine glasses, plates, dishes, the whole shebang. It was really a nice experience, and they've got a whole menu that works for the picnic baskets. This is especially fun during Twilight Tunes, but folks, they offer this year-round every evening that they're open. So check that out. You can Google them, Chestnut Tree, Denton, Texas, on the square, and see for yourself what I'm talking about. Great deal, and thank you, Chestnut Tree, for such a good time. This week is a big week in Denton. We've got a lot of visitors here, and these are not just any visitors. All visitors are important, but these especially. These are our Convention and Visitors Bureau comrades from not only across the state of Texas, but across the whole Southwest. We have about 150 professionals that work in Convention and Visitors Bureaus and hotels and travel agencies, Parks and Wildlife Department, Texas Department of Transportation, all walks of life in the travel industry, that are here this week for what is called the Texas Travel and Tourism College. Now, the college is actually held at Texas Women's University, but the attendees are staying not only in dorms, there are some staying in the dorms on campus, but staying in a number of hotels across town. And this is really great because they're here for the entire week. They're going to be learning all kinds of things, from topics covering marketing, advertising, trends in the travel and tourism industry, crisis management, public relations, all kinds of stuff. But while they're here, when they're not in class during the day, the Convention and Visitors Bureau is making sure that we give them a whole different kind of education, and that is to take home a complete Denton experience when they leave here. So we've got them doing all kinds of fun things that are still learning, but incorporating a lot of fun in that learning. You'll see these folks out and about, particularly in the downtown area where they can walk to and from campus. But we've got social media gaming going on, scavenger hunts, all manner of activities that get these folks in and out of our eateries, music venues, stores, and thanks to a lot of those stores that are planning to stay open late to accommodate the fact that the students are in class until 5 o'clock every day. We want the stores open when they're out of class so that they can get in there and see what we've got and leave a little money here in town. Travel and Tourism College, this is a 3-year program, so these folks come back for 3 years in a row to earn their certification. This is our second year to host the college here in Denton. We look for this to be a long-term relationship with the Texas Travel Industry Association, who sponsors the college, and we're really, really excited to get to welcome our peers, our colleagues, into our city for a full week. You'll see them out and about. Let's crank up the customer service this week and show them what a fantastic place Denton is. We know it. Let's make sure they know it and have a story to tell when they leave. That said, last evening we opened everything up with a dinner for all of the freshmen, which are the brand new people, never been to Denton before. We had a great evening at Roosters Roadhouse and just want to thank Roosters for going above and beyond with really excellent service for our group. Be nice to each other. Be nice to our guests. Have a great week. See you at Twilight Tunes, and I'll talk to you next week. Goodbye, Denton.
There you have it. That was this week's episode of Discover Denton. A big thanks to Kim Phillips of the Convention and Visitors Bureau. Another big thanks to Gravity Feed for providing the intro and outro music. We really do have the best music in all of radio. I'm Jake Laughlin, your host. Join us next week where we will be bringing you more highlights of our original and independent city. And in the meantime, go enjoy Denton.